The Galactic Alliance had conquered 57 planetary systems without significant resistance. Their superior biotechnology and vast military machine had swept aside all opposition with minimal casualties until they encountered Earth. Commander Kell stood at the bridge of the flagship Inevitable Victory *, his four eyes narrowing as he studied the holographic representation of the blue-green planet below. Earth was classified as a death world, high gravity, extreme temperature variations, and toxic atmospheric components. Somehow, life had not only survived on this hostile rock, but had developed intelligence. "Prepare the landing party," Kell ordered. "Standard protocol for primitive worlds." His second-in-command, Officer Tarn, hesitated. "Sir, our scouts report unusual technological developments. These humans might be more dangerous than anticipated." Kell dismissed the concern with a wave of his upper limb. "They have barely achieved spaceflight. Our bioarmor will protect us from anything they might deploy." 3 hours later, a squad of 20 elite warriors had established a perimeter around a large research facility in what the locals called North America. Intelligence indicated this was one of their premier scientific installations. Taking it would demonstrate the futility of resistance. "Move in," Squad Leader Mick commanded through the neural link. "Capture technology and specimens. Minimal casualties to encourage surrender." The warriors advanced with perfect coordination, their living armor adapting to match the surrounding environment. They'd approached the main laboratory complex, weapons ready but not expecting significant resistance. The first human they encountered was a gray-haired male in a white coat. He showed no fear, merely curiosity, as the warriors surrounded him. "Fascinating," the human said, examining their translucent bioarmor with interest. "Some form of self-healing polymeric exoskeleton." Squad Leader Mick was startled that the primitive had correctly identified their technology so quickly. Before he could respond, the human continued. "I'm Dr. Ray, nuclear physicist. Are you here for the demonstration?" The warriors exchanged confused neural pulses. Nuclear physicist? According to their intelligence, nuclear technology was rudimentary on Earth, simple fission weapons and primitive reactors. Dr. Ray led them into the complex, seemingly oblivious to the fact that they were invaders. The warriors followed, increasingly uneasy. Other humans glanced up from workstations but showed minimal alarm at the alien presence. "We're about to test our new fusion containment system," Dr. Ray explained, leading them to an observation gallery overlooking a massive chamber. "Traditional magnetic containment was inefficient, so we've developed a gravitic compression field." Mick froze. Gravitic compression? That was impossible. Gravity manipulation was cutting edge even for the Galactic Alliance. In the chamber below, a small sun blazed inside a transparent cube, with humans in simple protective suits working around it. "Is that artificial gravity containment of fusion reaction?" Officer Tarn asked, his neural signature pulsing with alarm. Dr. Ray nodded. "First successful prototype. We've managed to achieve sustained fusion at 10 times energy positive. Of course, this is just the beginning." The warriors' bioarmor registered increasing stress as their hosts began to comprehend the implications. Humans had not only mastered nuclear fusion, but had developed gravity manipulation as a containment field, technology that should be centuries beyond their reach. "Would you like to see our quantum computing lab next?" Dr. Ray offered. "We've just achieved room temperature quantum coherence at the macroscale." Squad Leader Mick stepped back involuntarily. "That's not possible." A young female researcher approached, holding what appeared to be a simple glass cube. "This is our latest quantum processor. 100,000 qubits in stable entanglement. We're using it for medical research, protein folding simulations." Mick's bioarmor began secreting stress hormones. The Alliance's most advanced quantum systems barely managed 5,000 qubits, requiring temperatures near absolute zero. "And over here," Dr. Ray continued, gesturing toward another lab, "is where we're testing our antimatter production line." At this, several warriors visibly trembled. Antimatter production was theoretical, even for the Alliance. "How much can you produce?" Tarn asked, his voice barely audible. Currently about a gram per day, replied another researcher named Tom. Not much, but enough for our propulsion experiments. A gram per day. Enough antimatter to destroy a small city, produced daily, as a routine experiment. We should probably warn you to step back, Dr. Ray mentioned casually. We're about to test our small-scale wormhole generator. Nothing major, just connecting 2 points within the lab, but spatial distortions can be uncomfortable for some people. This was the breaking point. The warrior's neural network erupted in panic. Wormhole technology. On a planet that had only recently developed fission weapons? Retreat, Mick ordered, no longer caring about the mission. Retreat immediately. The warriors backed away, bioarm repulsing with warning colors. The humans watched with puzzled expressions as the elite fighters of the Galactic Alliance fled in disorder. Back on the flagship, Commander Kell received the squad's report with growing horror. These humans weren't primitives. They were monstrosities. To develop such technologies while living on a deaf world, their brains must have evolved differently, driven by survival pressures beyond anything the Alliance had experienced. "What are your orders, sir?" his communications officer asked. Kell stared at the view screen, at the seemingly innocent blue planet below, a world where manipulating the fundamental forces of the universe was considered basic science. "Send an emergency transmission to the High Command," he ordered. "Recommend immediate quarantine of this system." As the inevitable victory accelerated away from Earth, Cal couldn't shake the image of those humans, casually working with forces that terrified his experienced warriors. Perhaps some worlds were not meant to be conquered. Some predators were best left undisturbed.